All right, Boston, we are back. And it's time for us to continue our Year 5 playoff run with your Boston Bruins. Round 1, we got by the Florida Panthers in convincing fashion. All right, we trusted our team. We did have an injury to Brad Marchand, but good news, he is back for Game 1 up against the Detroit Red Wings. But last year it was Laurent Brossoit. I think these guys are saying here in the chat. I gotta pronounce his name differently. But this year is UC Saros. 3-0 victory Game 1. 1-0 victory Game 2. Back-to-back shutouts. Then things went south, but I was willing to live with those two games because Florida did have some offensive firepower. And the fact that he gave me 2 shutouts to start the round, hell yeah. Answered back with a 6-4 loss. Our offense helped him out in Game number 4. And then just a total team effort in Game number 5 for a 5-2 victory and a 5-game round defeat. There you go for the Florida Panthers. Jeez, that's going to sound great. So we're off to face the Detroit Red Wings here in round number 2. The best team in the NHL. Look at that record, ladies and gentlemen. 58-20-4. The fans in the chat are saying Wings in 4 games. I'm going to get swept, apparently. So let's take a look at the best team in the NHL during the regular season. All right, I know we took a look at it the last video, but still, just in case you missed it, here it is. So Taylor Hall, Larkin, and Svechnikov. Now, I remember playing these guys before. Not only do they have great overalls, they simulate well also. Look at that. 106 points for Taylor Hall on that line. 43 goals, 63 assists. So he gets it done every aspect of his position, offense and defense. And Dylan Larkin, because he's that two-way forward, look at that, 109 points as well, plus 40. Oh my God. 2 40-goal scorers on the first line. And they play well with one another. It's not like they take the puck away or they stifle one another. They actually help one another. They actually make each other better. And then Svechnikov, there it is. That's why. 66 assists for Evgeny Svechnikov. So 2 40-goal scorers, and then a 20-goal scorer that's there just moving the puck around for them. So that first line is very filthy. We have to watch out for that. But we have run into tough offensive teams before. Leafs last year, Carolina last year. Florida had some good players also. So I'm hoping that our team can shut them down. Second line, you got Anthony Mantha, Michael Rasmussen, and Philip Zadina. Now, Zadina has a lingering injury. You don't want to hope people get hurt, but if he wants to play in game number 1, boys, we got to rough him up. Get on him, all right? Make him feel the pain, and maybe get him to sit for the rest of the series. Again, it's not a good thing to do, but if he wants to get out there on the ice with that injury, we got to make him feel it. Their second-line center, though, a little bit weak. That might be an advantage for us, although they have Joe Veleno at 86 overall, alongside of Tyler Bertuzzi and Ruben Jennings. So that third line, in some ways, is better than their second line. I mean, the 280s are great, but that center, why not put Joe Veleno up there and then Bertuzzi, Jennings, and Rasmussen? Unless the chemistry is just perfect for that combination. And then Avery Lees. Yeah, remember the guy that we did not select? We took Carson Lambos, the defenseman, who still has not made the NHL roster just yet. Had we taken Avery Lees, we would have gotten a sniper, 84 overall at 20 years of age. Oh my God, did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake or what? How is this guy? He only takes 186 shots, yet he had 45 goals? How? How the hell that happened? His shooting percentage is 24.2%. It's not even like he's a volume shooter. He was down there. I mean, they're not even playing him on the first line. He's getting power play time, I guess. He's got 15 power play goals. You're telling me he had 30 even strength fourth line goals? Oh, L for Lambos. 45 goals on the fourth line. Well, he's got 15 on the power play, so I got to check out their special teams. Avery Lees, Godin, and Heroes. Oh, my goodness gracious. Defensively, Will Butcher, Clayton Claremont. Let's see, this guy, when was he drafted? 3rd overall in 2022, a defensive defenseman. So they got a bunch of, oh my God. All right, so I figured out what the problem was. I turned off that part, which and they come right back in. What the hell? I think it's silent though, right guys? Is it silent? Let me know if it's silent. Say yes if it's silent. That way I know I can just go, oh, thank you so much, guys. You're getting me off my games. Is it silent? Yes, silent. It's okay. So thank you, Profit Bridge. Again, the same guy. Thank you so much. But I got to stick in YouTube mode right now, guys. I'll get to your stuff after. I got to stick in YouTube mode. So Clayton Claremont, drafted 3rd overall by the Detroit Red Wings in 2022. 3rd overall, defensive defenseman. He's only 19 years of age, so he is still getting better. All right, but you can see the weakness right here. Danny DeKeyser, Madison Bowie, Jared McIsaac, and Dennis Cholowski. They really don't have that strong blue line. So I'm hoping, just like the Florida Panthers, they may be able to score goals with their offense, but are they going to be able to stop us from scoring? Because we have proven that our first line is very lethal. Now, what the hell is Lees doing? Where is he? Lees is back there on the second line point for the power play. Yet during the regular season, he had 15 power play markers, shooting 24.2%. What is his shot like? Hang on a second. Where's his over? Well, no wonder they have him at the point. Everyone, take a look at his shooting category. Slap shot accuracy, 99. The power, 92. Wrist shot accuracy, 99. Wrist shot power, 92. Could you imagine if this guy was also a volume shooter? That's why his shooting percentage is so high. He's an accurate mofo. All right, we got to watch out for Avery Lees. Holy F, the fans are saying. Yeah, you ain't kidding. All right, so Avery Lees. And I forgot to take a look at the goaltender. We know who it is. It is Carter Hart. But just in case anyone's new and doesn't know who Carter Hart is, all right, there you go. Former goaltender of the Philadelphia Flyers, only 25 years of age, 88 overall. But look at, 7 games played, he's got an .866 save percentage. This is the curse of the good goalies, all right? This is why we have decided to go with low 80 overall goaltenders for our own team. All right, so edit lines, the team that we are using here in round number 2, same look as before. Brad Marchand is back from injury, so that's good. We got DeBrusk back on the second line with Ricard Raquel and JFK. The vets, Bergy, Giroux, alongside of Shenny on the third. And then Nemesnikov, Frederick, and Nikushkin on the fourth. Defensively, we have Torrey Krug, Brendan Carlo with the +5, Adam Larson, Hayden Fleury +3, Darnell Nurse, and Brett Pesci with the +4. So you can see the advantage that we really have defensively. Now, we don't know about their chemistry. If they have +5 in every single category, we may have an issue, but there's no telling. And UC Saros, so far, a .935 save percentage. We can't worry about what Laurent Brassard did last year's playoff run. This year, it's UC Saros. He's got the hot hand. So until he gives me 2 bad games in a row, I'm not even considering taking him out of this, all right? He's 4-1 so far in these playoffs. We are running with UC Saros. So is there anything I'm forgetting about, ladies and gentlemen? I'll give you 10 seconds as I go for some playoff H2O. Oh, man, it's a weird day. These guys got me off my game, and I need some freaking water over and over again. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us start it up. To check the injuries. Oh, yeah. Injury report. Good idea. The Detroit Red Wings may have some injuries. All right, I always forget that. So the Detroit Red Wings, yeah, Philip Zadina, but we saw that was a playable injury. So he's got a fractured jaw, but he's got the cage on right now. So don't worry about him. He's still playing. His arms, his legs are working. The jaw, he's still going to be a threat out there. So we are actually on the road to go up against the Detroit Red Wings. Now, you're never in trouble in the playoffs until you lose at home. Let's make them in trouble game number 1 to start off round number 2. We know we're a good team. We know we simulate well. So let's get in there. Let's stop wasting time, and let's see what the Boston Bruins do here in their defense of the Stanley Cup in round number 2 up against the Detroit Red Wings. And Jake DeBrusk opens up the goal scoring, followed quickly by Michael Rasmussen, and then followed up by Taylor Hall. So 2 goals scored on UC Saros nice and early. Power play for the Detroit Red Wings now. It's a long one, but it doesn't go anywhere. And Tyler Bertuzzi also scores. All right, so UC Saros, if he's going to have a bad game, let it be the very first game. We're on the road, remember. You're not in trouble till you lose at home. We're on the road. It's not the end of the world. Game's not over yet either. 18 shots to 9. They're clearly outplaying us. But 2 goals, we've come back from that before. Come on, we just got to shut her down for the rest of the game, UC. Second period, underway. Now, it's going to be interesting. Is this going to be one of those games where Detroit's just going to run away? They're going to blow us out? Or is it a quick 3 goals for Detroit and then they just get shut down for the rest? No, it might be a blowout game. Dylan Larkin scoring the 4th goal for the Detroit Red Wings here. Only 1 goal for the Boston Bruins. See, I'm not really even willing to throw UC Saros under the bus just yet because our team only has 1 goal for, right? We want the 3 goals by the end of regulation. So if we can get 2 quick ones here, make it a 1-goal game, turn it into something, it doesn't look that bad on Saros. But if he allows any more, it's 5 goals against, I wonder if the backup's in there. Saros, yeah, 5 goals against. All right, UC, you got one game to see what the Detroit Red Wings were going to bring your way, see some tendencies, make some scouting reports on these players, come back for game number 2. I'm not making any line changes. No mercy. Let's go Red Wings. Wow, the fans in the chat, they want to see the Boston Bruins lose. After you get that W, they want to see you get the L, man. Bring it back down to earth. So a 5-1 victory for the Detroit Red Wings in game number 1. All right, so let's do a little scouting here. Let's see who really took off. Svechnikov, Larkin, and Hall. Yep. And then just depth. Points everywhere. But that first line, that first freaking line. Boston. Who did not play well for us? Let's see. Oh, we got some -3s in there. Krug and Carlo. Krug, Carlo, DeBrusk, Jacob Forsback, Carlson. But Krug and Carlo. So you know what? I'm not going to jump on Krug and Carlo just like that because we know they're good defensemen. They were plus like 40 during the regular season. That's just an anomaly game right there. All right? That is just an anomaly game. One game we dominated the Florida Panthers. We were due for one of those games. So we'll consider that a bad game for Saros. If he has another bad game, then yeah, we may have to think about going to Laurent Brassard. Providence player Jeremy Lazone is fully healed. Nah, I don't have to worry about that. All right. I don't think I want to make any line changes. I don't think I want to do anything like that. So let's just go into it. Game number 2. Hang on a second. 1 second. Fucking dog. All right, sorry about that, YouTube crowd. We got noises going on upstairs. The wrong deliveries going to the wrong houses. We're good to go, though, all right? Game number 2. Down by 1 in round number 2 up against the Detroit Red Wings. Let's see if we get a little bit luckier here. So game 1, it's a wash. We had one of those bad games against the Florida Panthers. Let's see if it's another bad game like that or if our Boston Bruins answer back. Like I said, Krug and Carlo, there's no way they're going -3 2 games in a row. Power play for Boston. There it is. See? You can trust them. Torrey. And it wasn't even a power play goal, so that's a +1 for Krug and Carlo. Power play again for the Boston Bruins. See? You got to trust a player. You can't shit on a player for one bad game because the... All right. God damn. Just like that. Torrey Krug gives us a 2-goal lead. And then UC Saros. A goal with 5:18 left. All right, allows one, but then another one less than a minute later for them to tie up the game. Now, the game's not over. UC could have a great final 40 minutes, right? Torrey Krug did his job to step up. This could be 2 bad games in a row for UC. This could be 2 bad games in a row. Come on, UC. I'm not giving up on you, though. Second period underway. Power play early for the Detroit Red Wings. It's a long one. It goes down to like the 15-minute mark. Now Mestankanov. Taylor Hall, literally a minute later. Dude, we get a lead and they get it right back. 5-on-3 power play goes nowhere. Carter Hart playing great goaltending right now. 5-on-4 power play for the Detroit Red Wings goes nowhere. So both goalies both allowed 3 shots on 20-something shots. 3 goals on 20-something shots. They're fairly even. Yeah, I'm not throwing Saros under the bus just yet. Because it's a tough team. Come on, offense. All right, remember that one game where we won 6-4 or something? We need a game where you just save Saros and we give Saros another chance in game 3 on home ice, and then he steals one for us. Offense, I'm going to have to call you out here. Offense, I need a game. I need a 3-goal third period. That's what I need. I'm sorry. It's a lot to ask for, but I need it. Third period, underway. Power play for Boston. I called for the 3 goals. We don't get it. Oh, you son of a bitch, Saros. Tyler Bertuzzi. Oh, all right. It's bad. 2 bad games. Yeah, that's bad. 2 goals within the first 6 minutes. Yeah, all right. Saros is out for game 3, boys. Saros is out for game 3. Our boys gave us 3 goals. 4 goals by the... It's not over. 4 minutes left. Come on. Do we have one? Fucking hell, Saros, man. 6-4 for the Detroit Red Wings. All right, so we got to make some big-time decisions right here. Torrey Krug started off the game so Saros dropped the ball. We got to go with Brassard. Detroit Red Wings, let's see. Points +2. The first line is tearing us up. Boston stats again. Let's see the minuses. -2 for Braden Poe. The first line's getting beat by their first line. Nurse and Pesci. But really, the goalies, let's see. 818 save percentage, 610 goals against average. All right, Brassard, you're out of there. You are out of there, my man. Jim Reimer. The fans are calling for Jimmy. Jimmy Rhymes for Boston. I think we can go Jim Reimer as a backup. Although, yes, we want to get Pitkanen back in there. All right, hang on a second. Carrier, Godolbin. It was just a Nabokov guy, right? Yeah. Pitkanen. Get Pitkanen right in there. Oh, come on, game. There you go, Pitkanen. Get him in there. And then Dano. Yeah, take Dano out and put in Nabokov. Those were our 2 prospects down there. Goaltenders. All right, so Jim Reimer, 80 overall. We're not going to want to start Jim Reimer. And I don't think, did we lose? Yeah, we lost our last game, so we technically could bring up Jim. All right. You know what? Listen to the fans. You guys have delivered in the past with some suggestions. I'm going to listen to you. All right, so goaltender. Let us bring up Jim Reimer from the AHL. He's going to be our backup. UC Saros is going to get the bench. He has not been here for us in round number 2, so we're bringing up the veteran, baby. Okay, we're over the limits. I'm going to have to send down, let me send down a forward here. Frederick, no. Who do I got to send down? It's going to be Jesper Fast because we're going with Sundqvist, right? So Jesper Fast. And that's not waivers because we're in the playoffs, right? No waivers. Reimer for Fast. There it is. All right, so edit lines. We got Jim on the team, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the good luck charm of Jim Reimer can help us win the next 2 on home ice. UC Saros is going to be scratched for Jim. There it is. Dress. Get in there, baby. Substitute. All right. And Laurent Brossoit, the guy who got us the Stanley Cup last year, you're getting right back in there, my man. Perhaps Laurent Brossoit's got some magic. Although, I hate to say it, but this may be an example of finally a playoff series where our 2 goaltenders are actually hurting us. You know, the 88 overall goaltender from Carter Hart is actually helping the team that we're simulating against. So there it is, all right? We have Jim Reimer as the backup and Laurent Brossoit as the starting goaltender. Errors and back to where? Oh, the AHL. Okay, no. I don't want to do that. Because that'll put Kreitzer all over the place. So Fritzmeyer and Radulov. There you go. Not that it matters because the AHL season is over. All right. So it is time to start worrying, ladies and gentlemen. We have lost the first 2 games, but they were on the road. We need to win the next 2 games to get ourselves back to square one. All right. Do not lose on home ice. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, game number 3 in Boston. The defending Stanley Cup champions are back up against the ropes right here. This is a must-win, and they're going back with their lucky charm. Laurent Brossoit, what's going to happen? Are the Detroit Red Wings too overpowered up front? And then they have a good goaltender in the net. Will Butcher is going to score on Laurent. I don't know. The Detroit Red Wings may be too tough of a team to face, boys, or to beat. We're not getting the simulation. They're getting every single period here. Get out of the first with a 1-goal deficit. Just get out of the first. Get out of the first. All right. Not horrible. Laurent Brossoit allows 1, but that's not horrible. We're out shooting them 13-8. You just got to have to trust in your goaltender. But, you know, you can make the argument that they're actually due for a good goaltending game because Carter Hart, we scored some goals on him. This could be a game where they win, 1-0, 2-1, something like that. So I'm going to need to rely on this offense. You guys have got to break it open here in the final 40 minutes. Here we go. Second period. Come on now, Boston. For your fans. Oh, Avery Lees. We could have had him on our roster. He's going to give the Detroit Red Wings a 2-goal advantage. Oh my God. We're not getting the goaltending this year. Dennis Cholowski scores for the Detroit Red Wings, and the Boston Bruins find themselves down 3-0. Oh my God, it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Laurent Brossoit was not the lucky charm. 4-0. This is about to be a 3-0 series lead for the Detroit Red Wings. I can't believe it. I thought we had a great team. 5-0. Just have a blast. Go to town. Do whatever you want. 6-0. Yeah, baby. Fucking A. Just keep on going. Get her done. The Boston Bruins getting absolutely embarrassed here. Oh, Frederick gets 1 late. What'd I tell you about Carter Hart? He was due for a game. So not only did he have a good game, but their offense also continues to produce at will. And there it is, the Detroit Red Wings. A 3-0 series lead. Leads again. Yeah, it's over by that point. Didn't matter. It was over when it was 3-0. It was over. Boston stats. We can't get a simulation against them. They must have a better team. No wonder they simulated so well during the regular season. Marchand, -3 point. -3. Pasternak, -3. They're getting shredded by Taylor Hall, Dylan Larkin, and Evgeny Svechnikov. It's really that simple. But they don't even really have any blue line. So I'm starting to see even a better meta. You know how I built my team for the blue line? We got to build our team for more chemistry up front. And that's something that we don't even know what they have. Like, they could have incredible chemistry. All right, so with our back up against the wall, we got to try to shake this up a little bit. The first line has not been getting it done. So, yeah, we're going to go captain, baby. We got to shut these first guys down. All right, Bergie, you're going to go in there. We're going to split up the two-way forwards, Bergeron and Brad Marchand. All right, we're going to keep Point with Brad, Pasternak with Bergie. All right, we're going to get DeBrusque on the first line. We're going to take JFK off that second line. We're going to go with Frederick. All right, then we're going to go Ricard Raquel. Actually, no. Let's get Ricard Raquel up on that second line. Giroux could be the center for this third line with Shenishin and JFK. And then the fourth line. Let's see what the fourth line's doing. The fourth line can stay fine. All right, so we're changing it up a little bit, boys. DeBrusque, Bergie, and Pasta. Marchand, Point, Raquel. Forsbacka, Giroux, and Shenishin. We just have to try something here. And defensively, no, we got to trust these. I mean, that's our best line. Now, I'm not going to change the defense because the pluses. We got to get something going offensively. Special teams, 5-man power play. This is just not working. Maybe Ricard Raquel in there. I'm going to take Ricard Raquel out, put Claude Giroux on the point. All right, the big right-handed shot, a little bit more offensive awareness. Put him in there. Hayden Fleury, Shenishin. I'm going to take Shenishin out. I'm going to put JFK, another guy who shoots the puck a lot more. All right, JFK on the power play. There you go. 5-man power play. Penalty kill. Bergeron, JFK. I'm going to take JFK off the penalty kill. We're going to go Claude Giroux. All right, because now we're in the real-time simulation. Got to play our veterans. All right, Giroux. There it is. Larson and Pesci. Now I'm going to go Carlo and Pesci. Larson and Nurse. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and goaltender. Laurent, you had your chance. Saros, you had your chance. It's Optimus Rhyme time, baby. Jim Reimer. All those years ago, 2013, you were embarrassed by the Boston Bruins in the Game 7 collapse. You have an opportunity here to go 4 in a row, all right, and become a legend. The last chance of your career, 36 years of age. Jim, do it for me, baby. Jim Reimer can do it. Jim Reimer can do it, boys. Oh, I heard you. Don't worry. I saw the chat going nuts. I know you want Optimus Rhyme. Optimus Rhyme is in there. I'm listening to you. Don't worry, boys. So here it is. Rhyme time with the new lineups. Essentially, these are going to be the lineups that I go with for the entire playoffs now. Well, if we can get by the Detroit Red Wings or if they defeat us. All right, down 3-0. We have nothing to lose at this point. We just got to try to get this back home for Game 6. So we got to try to win the next 2 games. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Auto goalie off, John. Oh, shit, did I advance the day? Oh, I hope Jim Reimer... Well, it's too late now. I got to remember to do that the next game. Hopefully Jim Reimer's in the net. I might have screwed the pooch. Reimer's in the net. Rasmussen scores on a very first goal of the game. We haven't even got a shot on net yet. Oh, God. 9 shots to 0. 10 shots to 0. Oh, we're being outplayed by the superior team. 12 shots to 0. Hey, we got 2 shots there towards the end. Way to go, boyos. 14 shots to 4. There it is. What a wild first period right there. 15 shots to 4. It's over, boys. It's over. You wanted Jim Reimer. It's not going to matter. For some reason, the Detroit Red Wings are just an incredible simulation team right now. And even though we dominated teams during the regular season and in round 1, we have no answer for the Detroit Red Wings. I think it's over. I think they're going to just absolutely dominate us. I think it's going to be like a 7-2 game or something. Yeah, right. It's over. It's over. There's nothing I can do. There's going to be a 4-game sweep of the defending Stanley Cup champions. 23 shots to 6. We didn't even show up in the... Wait a minute. We made it a 2-goal game. Season's not over just... Oh, shorthanded goal by Will Butcher right there. Wow, man. We could not stop these guys. Everything is going in. Everything. We can't stop them. 4-1 lead. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Center ice goal. Yeah, center ice goal as well for Will Butcher right there. Jeez. Good call on Jim Reimer, boys. Great call. Third period underway. Yeah, just go on. Get 7 goals. I'm telling you, it's going to be like a 7-2 game. Zebras are helping the Detroit Red Wings out, giving them 5-minute power play to start the third period. It's over, boys. We just got absolutely dominated by Detroit Red Wings here in round number 2. They're going all the way. They're going all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. They had just dominant, just fucking dominated, dude. Dominated. 4-0. Absolutely spanked. You guys weren't wrong. The Detroit Red Wings have defeated the Boston Bruins in 4 games. Johnny's an idiot for starting Johnny. Rest in peace. Fire the coach. No, I think our team is good. We just, whatever they have, the combination of Larkin, Hall and Svechnikov, and then Carter Hart. What amazed me was their blue line looked really weak, but we don't know their chemistry, right? They were superior. I mean, the fact that I got swept, and look at the fashion in which I got swept. Last season, we had a 9-something save percentage from an 82 overall goalie. In the first round, he had 936, 5-1, 6-4, 6-1, 4-1. 17, 21 goals against. 21 goals against in 4 games. That's averaging more than 5 goals a game, correct? Just over 5? Oh my God. Yeah, 5.25, right? 5.25 goals for per game. 5.25 goals for per game. What are you gonna do? They know how to friggin' score. So I'm not even that upset, you know. When you get whooped like that, you can't even really invest because there's no chance of winning. You just know it's over. So I guess we gotta just sim to the draft, right? It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. Your Kreutzer. All right, best lines. We might see some retirements now as well. It's unfortunate. 7 goals in 4 games. Yeah, I know, and we only scored 7 goals. So it's weird. I would love to know why the Detroit Red Wings were so dominant. It must have just been their forward core. Must have been that first line. That first line might have had yeah, there it is. I mean, what are you going to do? So we lost to the Stanley Cup champions. So we won the Stanley Cup last year, and this year we lost to the Stanley Cup champs. So we got beat by the best team in the NHL. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? The Detroit Red Wings, best team. They had an incredible team this year. Fantastic lineup. New salary cap. My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious, man. Oh, yeah, the draft lottery. Let's see. Detroit. Where are we? Detroit, do we not? Detroit, San Jose, Edmonton. We moved up from 14 to 3rd? Alrighty, there's the voodoo coming back for us, boys. We had something. So a step back year, but it's still a good one. So take that, Washington. All right, it wasn't even the LA Kings pick. We got ourselves the 3rd overall pick. All right, GM Superb Man saves his job right there. We're coming back, boys. We're coming back. Don't worry. We are reloading here in Boston. All right, what a trade. Who did I trade to? Jonas Brodin. Jonas Brodin for a 1-year deal for Washington. They end up missing the playoffs, just missing the playoffs, and it's a 14th overall pick up to 3rd. So the defending, well, I'm no longer the defending Stanley Cup champions. Stanley Cup champs from last year who got beat by the defending Cup champs this year in the 2nd round, like every other team did. You know, like, this is why I'm not that angry about the season. Had we gone up against Detroit in the conference finals, then it's a conference final loss. Had we gone up against Detroit in the finals, then it's a team that makes it all the way to the Stanley Cup finals. Unfortunately, because of the way the NHL is set up with the divisions, we have to face Detroit by the 2nd round. It's just the way it is. So the 1st and 3rd best team in the NHL regular season are in the same division. So you can make the argument that the Stanley Cup final might have been round number 2 between us and Detroit. I want to see what they did against the other teams. The 3rd overall pick. Hell yeah. View the draft class. Yeah, we're still in YouTube mode. Don't worry. I know what the YouTube fans want to see right now. They want to see the draft class. They want to see the playoff tree. They want to see retired players. They want to see awards, all that stuff. All right, so come on, Bergie. Come back for one more year, Bergie. Bergie, one more year. One more year. One more year. Eric Stahl, Justin Williams, Stastny, Koivu, Bobby, Okposo, Byfuglin, Zajac, Mark Giordano. Oh, yeah, Bergie's staying. Bergie's back, boys. Bergie's not going anywhere. Bergie's not going anywhere, boys. We're okay. Bergie's not going anywhere. And goaltenders, Marc-Andre Fleury, Pekka Rinne, Ryan Miller, Dubnyk. Well, he got a Stanley Cup with us last year. Crawford, Howard, Anderson, Talbot. They are all gonzo Lonzo. But Bergeron knows he's got one more chance. All right, with a high draft pick like that could be huge. Go to draft class? No. I don't want to do the interviews. They're boring. I don't want to slow down the momentum of this video right now. All right. Save. Yeah, save this. This is too good to not save. Let me just create a new file. There you go. Very good. All right, so let's check the draft class. Yeah, I'll do that. Hang on a second. Let me see the playoff tree. Let's see what kind of run the Detroit Red Wings had right here. All right, so look at that. They swept us. They swept Tampa Bay. And then they beat Minnesota in 6 games. So the Tampa Bay Lightning, same thing, right? Detroit was just a filthy team. I'm surprised Toronto got them to 7, but Toronto did have some offense on that team. Yeah, Detroit was filth. They went 16 and 5. They went 16-5 in the playoffs. I mean, they're just on fire, dude. And Minnesota, 7 games, 6 games, 5 games, and then lost in 6. My Bolts, Kings lost in 5. My Bolts, yeah. All right, so awards, because Brad Marchand was out there. So the Detroit Red Wings, there you go, Detroit 2024. You're right back at it. Presidents, Detroit, I mean, they were just unstoppable this year. They had a fantastic team construction, if you will. Individual players, Nathan MacKinnon with the Art Ross, Hart Memorial, Nate. There it is, boys. Torrey Krug, 2-time the Norris Trophy winner in the last 3 years. You can make the argument that Torrey Krug's the best defenseman in the NHL. A best offensively minded defenseman in the NHL, I'd say. Lady Bang goes to Nathan MacKinnon. Calder goes to... Calder? The hell? Cole Lind? How is he still a rookie by 2024? All right. Conn Smythe. Yep, Taylor Hall, boys. Conn Smythe. Taylor Hall. There it is. Last year was Brad Marchand, so he finally gets it done. All right. Taylor finally believes in himself, and he gets the hardware. Vezina goes to DiPietro. All right. William M. Jennings goes to Bobrovsky. Jack Adams. How did the LA Kings coach get that? Bullshit. Frank J. Selke, Ryan O'Reilly, Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard. Good. Check the Detroit Red Wings individual stats. All right. Wouldn't be a bad idea to take a look at the best team in the NHL and see what they did during the playoffs. All right, Detroit. Yeah, I mean, Marchand went off more, but that line, I mean, think about the plus-minus, right, that they had. Last year, Marchand had so many more points, yet the plus-minus was less. So I think it's just the ability to keep the puck out of the net with guys like Larkin and Hall and Svechnikov. They play great defense. And then these guys as well, all plus 13. Everyone's a plus. Plus 16 for Zadina. Their fourth line as well. And then Carter Hart. Let's see, Carter Hart. Yeah, it's not even their goalie. Like a 906 save percentage by a goalie. You know, Carter Hutton was actually thrown in there. Maybe that's why they didn't win those, the final. Yeah. Well, he had 2 overtime. He had 1 overtime loss in there. But Carter Hart, a 906 save percentage. So he got injured. Yeah, maybe that's why it actually went to 2 games in the finals. They probably would have swept the finals as well. All right, so let's take a look at the draft class. If we're drafting 3rd overall, ladies and gentlemen, that gives us a chance at one of these top big guns. Yes, and we wanted to get these centers and right wingers, right? So let's take a look at this guy, Vishnevsky. In an A-plus league, 9 goals, 8 assists. Looking pretty good. 46 goals, 69 assists in a C-minus league. Good. Colton Crooks. Cody West, 31 goals, 42 assists. So I'd say this Crooks guy is better than West. Finley. All right, playmaker, Reyes. All right, I want to get my hands on that Crooks guy if he can fall back. Corbett, Johnston. Yeah, that's great. We're going to get one of these guys. Vishnevsky, Crooks, or West. Kanye West is a Bruin. Kanye West. You guys want Kanye West? That's Cody West. All right, so I'll just be taking the best guy. We're definitely going to be using that first round pick to select one of those players, right? And when we view our contract situation, let's see. So we might want to just go after a new goalie in free agency, try our hand at a new guy. All right, Brassard dropped to an 81, Saros, but they're unrestricted free agents this season. They didn't grow in the system. Let's see, Reimer 80, Para and Scoville, they are growing, but they're in the 70s. They're not ready for the NHL just yet. Defenseman, Torrey Krug, still 90. Fleury jumped up to an 87. Carlo jumped up to an 86. So Carlo plays like a 91 overall now. Larson, Pesci, Nurse drop. But remember, because we got him at less than 3, it won't be a big deal. That's not an issue. What about Carson Lambos? What about Carson? He's going to be ready for next year. 79 overall. Yeah, we got to find a spot for Carson Lambos next year. He's got to catch up to Avery Lees. Main roster. And let's get back to forwards. Let's see. Pasternak, 92. Point, 91. Marchand got back up to 90. Good. DeBrusk up to 87. Rickard Rakell, 87. Good. Bergeron, Giroux, Nikushkin, Shenishin, Forsbacka, Carlson, Nemesnikov. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to answer back next season again with a really good squad. And who knows what's available in free agency. All right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we couldn't get back, but we did lose to the best team in the NHL. So you can make the argument that we were still the second best team. All right, but I want that first. I want that first best team. I want the Stanley Cup, nothing less. So we're going to end it right there. All right, no more live streams for GM mode until we get back to the playoffs. I'll take care of that myself. But Johnny General Zod is coming up next. So you guys in the live stream, hang on. All right, you guys in the YouTube chat, let me know what you think about getting the 3rd overall pick. moving up. Who should we go after? Let me know anything and everything, and I will see you all next time. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.